What's up, gang? It is I, Carlton Flowers here, your crypto pro.
Yay!
And I wanted to put together this quick, unrehearsed video, which a lot of these are unrehearsed, on the Imperial Lotus Dragon drop that is coming tomorrow morning. I think this is going to be a significant one that we all want to pay attention to because I believe the future values on this are going to be extreme. And we're going to cover the numbers, and I'm going to talk about what I like about these items, and then we'll just check out the general info and see what happens. So here we are with the VeVe Medium site with the description, and it talks a little bit about this artist, Scott Thompson, and the different things that he's done. And it does say here that he's done some pretty big names. We're talking Disney, a bunch of different companies, Google, Superplastic, Skybound, 3D Retro. So at any rate, this artist is well respected. So this should be a piece or pieces that will be in high demand. Now let's look at, I like these sketches here. I just love the art and the Japanese design. Chinese, I believe. Is it Chinese or Japanese? Well, here we are with the first one. I love these pastel colors. This is a super design, and I would be completely happy to get this. This is a blind box drop. They're all $60. The editions are low, and I'm not expecting to get one on the drop. I did not get the last drop, any drops today. I missed the comic, and I bought them on the market. I missed the stamp collections. I bought one on the market, and I'm going to get more because people are being dumb and they're selling them for dirt cheap. So here is the common. There's 3,888. I don't see these selling cheap on the market. Since the stamps, people are sleeping on them and don't realize the value. I think they're going to regret that in the future because we know that we saw the Day of the Dead ultra rare has been, nearly 1,000. So I look for the stamp collections to all do well. So there's the common. In fact, that's my favorite color scheme is the pastel. Now we go on to the next one, and it's the Tech Dragon in red and gold, which is also seriously cool. I would be glad to have this too. There's only 2,888. Moving right along, and now we've got this polished stone look. It kind of has the granite look or jade look, the jade stone. 1,888. That is the rare. Very cool. And then last but not least, of course, the gold is going to be the piece de résistance. Shout out to my people in Francais. I forgot who it was from Francais. We have people who are watching from Spain. Español. ¿Cómo está, mi amigos en español? I always give a shout out to mi hermanos in Mexico. So what's up south of the border? We got people all over the world that are joining the show. So here it is, 888 on the ultra rare. This is going to be very valuable, probably over $1,000 or more, maybe 2,000. I'm thinking it could be 2,000. There's only 888, and we know how people put a high value on gold. Is it not funny that just because this has the appearance of a solid object, which has no difference than the other items other than it's programmed to send a signal to your eyeballs that make you think that it's made of gold, that's no different than the common? But then we as human beings will pay 10 times as much for something that doesn't exist, that is digital art. At least it's secured on the blockchain and provable to be unique and rare. But it is interesting that we invest in imaginary things that don't exist. Think about that for a while. So that's the whole collection. So in total, who can add that up real fast in their head? 1,800, 888. That's about, we've got 1,800, 2,800, 2, 4, 5, 5,400-ish, 6, 7, 8, 9. So there's like 8,000 something. That's not too bad, but it's not a lot. Consider the fact that the comic drops sell instantly when the count is 30,000. That'll let you know how hard it's going to be to get this. But at least you have a better chance with the blind boxes than with comics. I can't get the comic drops. I have not gotten a comic at $6.99 for several months. I guess the bots are out there and they know what's going on. So that is the entire drop. Now, bonus, side note, squirrel moment. On the comics, I'm stacking. For those of you who are very new to this, it's next to impossible to get things on the drop and consider yourself lucky. It's like winning the lottery. Here's my advice. Spend your time researching and digging in where everyone else isn't paying attention. That has prospered me well over the past 8 or 9, 10 months that I've been on this app. I am undefeated now with every item that I've said is going to have a high future value that people wrote off as garbage because there's too many. There's too many of them, man. It'll never be worth anything. Batman Who Laughs, Bruce Wayne Robin. There's several of them. The Moogly Ghostbusters logo. I'm going to have a separate video pretty soon to tell you the story about the Ghostbusters logo. I've got a unique story on that. But the comics are the other thing. There's one comic I've got 20 of, and people are still saying that it will have no future value. I will be laughing at you. It's not Marvel's #1. I've got one of those. It's that remake of Marvel's #1. I have lost count, but I think I have probably over 350 comics. And today I bought 20 more between the prices of 14 gems and 22 gems. Well, actually, I did get a couple of uncommons for in the 20s or 30s, and I got a rare for 55. The next time these comics pump, it's going to be monumental. And I also will have a video for you about one comic that I got on a drop at $6.99 that was an ultra rare that was selling on the market for around 200 gems. At the last peak, the peak before last, it peaked out at 930 gems. I sold it on the way up for 400. Once it came off of that 930, I bought it back at 220. It bottomed out at 930. I still have it. I'm going to get another. If the previous peak was 930, what do you think the next peak is going to be? Think, people. You can navigate through this. It's a difficult market. But when you are a contrarian and you lurk in the shadows, if you would just lurk in the shadows, you can find ways to defeat the horrible, tremendous circumstances that are set up against us while playing around in this NFT market. So keep your eyes peeled. I will have more advice for all of you, my friends, from around the world. And I'm very grateful that all of you have been watching, especially those of you who have been here with me since day one. My heart goes out to you. I appreciate you more than you would even know. And pay attention, because there's critical information coming at you very soon for Strategy 2.0. Thank you. Keep hope alive. We'll see you soon. This is Carlton, and I am out.